back. Dozens of health insurance companies have committed to making it easier for patients to get appropriate care. Participating insurers will take action to streamline the pre-approval process known as prior authorization. The participating companies have promised to work toward a common electronic prior authorization process, which they say will help speed the decision timeline and provide clear explanations of their determinations. The insurers have also agreed to reduce the scope of claims subject to pre-approval, as well as ensure that plans honor existing prior authorizations for 90 days for patients who change carriers. The goal is for the new framework to be in place by the start of 2027. Insurers that have signed onto the commitment include United Healthcare, Aetna, Cigna, Humana, Elevance Health, Kaiser Permanente, and dozens of Blue Cross Blue Shield plans. The measures apply to Americans with commercial, Medicare Advantage, and Medicaid managed care coverage. The time now is 12:44. By now, many of you have seen the For the Record host Michelle Wright's one-on-one interview with Olympic gold medal winning wrestler and Pittsburgher Kurt Angle. But there's part of that story you haven't seen, all about the plans to make a movie about his life. Take a look.
I want to ask about your movie career because in addition to all of the things we've talked about, you also have a career as an actor. Are you looking to do that again?
I did several movies. I did about 16 movies, and I'm very happy to be able to do them. I never got representation. I got those movies on my own, and that's okay because I never intended on being an actor. It was just icing on top of the cake. I do have the issue now is I forget a lot of things now because I had so many concussions, and it's really hard for me to memorize a script. But instead, what I have going on that's better than being an actor is I have a movie about my life story being made, and we're in the process right now. We just got the script done. We're going to start picking the cast.
Who's going to play you?
Right now, it's a juggle. We're not sure, but we're thinking maybe Gabe LaBelle. He's a Canadian actor. He did some movies with my nephew Jon Bernthal, who was the Punisher. John's an incredible actor. John will be my father in the movie, so he's going to play my dad.
When does filming start? Do you think?
The filming, okay. We're still getting the investors. We should be done doing that by June, and I think we're going to start filming at the end of the summer, early fall.
Will it be filmed here in Pittsburgh?
Some of it will be in Pittsburgh because we have to get the running up the hill and my high school and my college and all that. So I'm excited about that. But most of the filming will be in Canada. The tax breaks are a lot better in Canada.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, we'll be looking forward to that.
I'm excited. I can't wait. But we're thinking about, we don't know whether to release it before the 28 Olympics or after, but it'll be sometime around that.
Has this been announced
yet? The movie?
Have you been talking about it? This is the first time hearing about it.
I've been doing I did a media tour about it.
Oh, okay.
And so I think I was so excited to talk about it that I probably let the cat out of the bag a little too early, but since it's already out,
It's out then, all right.
Yeah.